Well, I made it from Horse Prairie up here to Bannock Pass. Not too bad of a uphill climb. Nothing compared to the getting up to Chief Joseph Pass. And this is the second time that I've crossed into Idaho, and the second time that, gone from back into Idaho, and the second time that crossed my old friend the Continental Divide Trail. Walked the CDT in 2008, and I remember coming through here quite well. Beautiful stretch of the trail, one of the great hiking trails of the world. I'm going to say it. Definitely the United States. It's one of the Triple Crown, along with the Appalachian Trail and the Pacific Crest Trail. So yeah, I made it. It's going back into Idaho, and I will be walking down to the town of Leadore, and it is named Leadore because of they once mined lead there. And so I came down from Bannock Pass, coming down through the gorge here, and you can imagine that the Nez Perce must have been pretty concerned that the U.S. Army wouldn't have set up a blockade here of soldiers similar to what they had done at the mouth of Lolo Valley at what became known as Fort Fizzle, because it seems like it would have been a very kind of a logical place to try to choke off the Nez Perce fleeing down into the valley here. Heading down to Leadore, the Nez Perce, it wasn't called Leadore back when the Nez Perce came through in 1877. It was called Junction City, and the actual town of Leadore is about a mile from where Junction City was. But Junction City, the locals all stockaded the entire town and were waiting in trepidation for the Nez Perce to come by, and hoping that they wouldn't attack the town. And indeed they did not attack the town. They skirted around it, sidestepped it. This route is actually was used by prehistoric Indians. So it's been human travel has come through this gorge here for 10,000 years. There was a train that came through in the early part of the century, and you can still see remnants of it, but hasn't run in many years. And there are two tunnels, but they're all caved in. You see those on the sign along the roads. Periodically, it's well marked, the Nez Perce Trail. And here I am, still coming into Leadore. Got this very expansive valley that the Nez Perce went south and then east over to Yellowstone, but quite a ways south. And God willing, I'll be walking that section south in late August, which is hot. So that part doesn't look too exciting, but then it gets into Yellowstone. But you know what's amazing? I've been walking this trail for over a month now, and I try to do 20-mile days, probably averages out to about 17-mile days. And it just goes to show that, I'm not even just about halfway completed with the Nez Perce Trail, and it just shows how badly the Nez Perce wanted to keep their ancestral life and their original homeland, and to what lengths they would go to evade the U.S. Army, which wanted to put them on a reservation which was 90% smaller than the reservation that they had agreed to in the 1855 treaty. And so it actually walking it, I really get a strong sense of the determination of the non-treaty tribes of the Nez Perce. And like I say, I'm only halfway done, so come August I'll be back on the trail, and I'm going to take a month off and rest up and do some business, and then be back on the trail in a month on the Nez Perce Trail.